Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
I don't know if we really figured out why we have money now. Is it because we weren't logged in as admins? Is that
I
what?
guess, because right when we logged in as the admin and hit save, it was like money was here all of a sudden.
Yeah. Okay. We don't really know why.
But I'm trying to look, and it was still, so I sold all the sunflower seed. It was worth the most.
The seeds? Oh yeah, I
Or
guess they
excuse
were.
me, the soybean seeds and the sunflower seeds are gone.
So can we
And
plant those then?
I guess so.
Okay.
Are they better? I don't know. I don't quite understand. Like, what's the point of even doing anything with like some of the lower money ones?
Well, now see, that's the thing. I don't. Whoa, whoop, dude, fucked up. Hit the wrong button there. That's the thing. I didn't. I was curious about was, like in real life, you have to rotate. You have to rotate your crops. If you don't, then you're gonna sap all the nutrients out of the soil, right?
I mean, it makes sense from a horticultural standpoint.
So is that a thing in this game though?
That is a good question.
Because if so, we need to rotate our crops every cycle.
Is it really every cycle?
Not in real. Well, I mean, normally you do it based on the year anyway, so it's pretty like you wouldn't grow tobacco in the same field year to year. But sometimes you would, but in between you would grow other shit. Like right now, every field around here that's going to grow tobacco later this year has got wheat in it or grass, wheatgrass in it.
So wait, are you growing tobacco or weed? I don't understand.
Did you say weed?
Yeah, you said you're talking about grass. Tobacco versus grass. I don't know what you got going on.
You know what I'm saying there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying. And does this game actually give you less yield for not? I don't know. I will tell you that, like, where I grew up, all the fields around me, they grew corn. And they, like, only grew corn for, like, all the time that they were existing fields. Maybe that's why they sold the begin subdivisions. Maybe they realized that there was a problem with their thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I didn't think you could grow the same thing in the soil. But a lot of corn that's grown in the United States isn't grown for human consumption.
It's like feed corn.
Yeah. And hell, apparently you make just as much if your corn dies as if not, because the government, like government subsidies or whatever, because the government will give you money for failed crops.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. Like,
So-
the government pays out a shit ton of money even when your crops fail.
So should I just like submit my failed YouTube business as government
It doesn't work
subsidy?
that way. You're not a bank or a corn grower.
But I could be like, hey, you pay those corn people for failed crops. I failed at this endeavor. And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Here's a lot of money. And I'd be like, thank you. I'll try again next year. Okay, I'm taking some more stuff. I'm going to empty out our silos here, trying to get money.
Okay. I don't know how long it's going to take for this stuff to grow.
Yes.
We might want to turn the game speed up. We might realize that 5 speed is not the right speed.
Open the cover. Okay, good. Look, I got money coming in now. Like,
Oh yeah. Okay.
On
So
the
it was a matter of some kind of server securities type thing, basically.
yeah, but I guess they want people to play for free.
Right. Make me
Right.
money, bitch.
You could do all the work you want. That's what we should do. We should open up the server to the public.
Yeah.
Just let them do whatever they want to do, but we get the money. That would be quite entertaining.
Yeah.
So let's see. I am cruising on back to make more sales. What did we say we needed? We decided we needed to buy the baler, like $58,000 or something.
Right.
Right.
But even then, that only makes the bells. We can't pick up the bells with the baler.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
Are we not strong enough
I
to do
don't
so?
know about that. I don't know if we can just grab the bells.
Maybe I should buy a chainsaw. We should get into the wood business.
What'd you do with those eggs you picked up?
I don't know. They just went into like my pant pocket of eggness. Maybe I made an omelet. I'm not really sure.
I'm real satisfied with my planting here. I've almost finished this field. It only took 2 episodes. I hope people are enjoying this. This is a nice. This would be a fantastic stream game. It feels like.
Oh yeah, probably because you'd have interaction with people while you're doing all the mundane tasks.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like go the right way.
Have you seen that eco game that we've been playing?
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good stream game too.
And turn. Wonder if when we buy these people's fields, I gotta go over the train tracks here. Wonder if when we buy these people's fields, does it come with everything that's on it, or is it like clear it off?
I don't know. I feel like you would get the crops too.
I would think so, but I don't know how the game works. God dang it. I was driving so well until I crashed into a building. Okay, now what
Fucking
do
farmer
I want to
Guude's wife's
order?
drunk.
What do I want to purchase now? I mean, I can sell wheat because we got lots of it, but it ain't worth that much. What is that, poop?
Probably fertilizer, right?
It might be fertilizer. We don't have any of it, and it's only worth $71, and only one person's buying it. Or no, 2 people are buying it, I guess. That we can't sell. I didn't even see this guy. I'm gonna guess sell wheat over to Mary's farm that I just came from. What is this? Start from far. I guess this will be the first time I had a completely full load. This tractor holds 8,000.
All right, so I've got wheat planted there. Wait, Farm 15 has got wheat planted in it as well. Is that right?
Wait.
Yeah. Did he plant?
Oops.
Yeah.
15 is no. It's that 15 is harvested. It had wheat planted in it, but it's harvested
No, that's
now. 15. Purple.
It says fruit type.
Oh yeah, but it's harvested. There's nothing in it.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if they're actually keeping track of what you
had
planted, maybe you do need to like rotate this crap.
I feel like you do. All right, well, I'm gonna plant some soybeans in 15.
So are they really just magic seeds?
I guess.
Why would we ever plant like anything that's low yield again unless the game does make you rotate?
I think the game makes you rotate.
I like how I'm driving on the street with other cars.
Wait, this hadn't been plowed then?
No, I guess not. I guess it's just been harvested.
But what the fuck did that guy do?
He harvested he plowed, I think the field that you just planted?
No.
He plowed 12. No, 14. He plowed 14.
No, because that's where I cultivated.
No, I cultivated that and then had my guy do the rest of it. You did 12 and you planted 12.
Okay, I keep hitting everything but the right button here. Well, why is part of it purple?
Because I did a bad job before I hired the worker.
Wow, so I got to fix that then.
I don't think you have to.
You can't plant on non-plowed soil, Jeff.
It just won't be 100% fields.
You're the worst farming friend I've ever had.
I would venture to guess that I'm the only farming friend you've ever had.
That's true.
By the way, I'm your wife, sir. Oh my god, I might not make it up this hill with this full load. Oh god, I can't make it. Come on. Mary, why'd you put your farm on a hill? That's why you're paying so much money, because nobody can get to you.
The thing about speeding up time is it doesn't increase anything.
Except for probably how fast the plants grow, right?
Right, but it doesn't...
And therefore die.
Right, but it doesn't speed up, like, how fast the vehicles move or anything, so you can't do more, you know?
You can hire more workers. Oh my god, I can't do this. Oh, they have a trampoline in their backyard here at Mary's.
At Mary's.
I almost just drove off the side of her thing. She would have been pissed off.
Okay, yeah, you did do a piss poor job here. Alright, lower the cultivator.
Okay, 14,000.
Oh shit, I think I'm... No, maybe not.
What, you're drunk? Because I feel like I'm driving drunk.
For a second there, I thought I was cultivating outside of the field. But no.
You might be able to.
It didn't look like it did.
Oh. That's a shame. Start making the field bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, how much selling of this stuff should I be doing here?
I mean, is there a reason to keep any of it?
Price could go up in the future.
I guess that's true. But right
price could
now
also
we
go
don't
down
have...
in the future.
This is basically real life.
I definitely feel the realism.
I mean, we need to make some kids.
So they can be planting as well.
Right. That's how it used to work back in the day.
Yeah, we need another one.
Yeah.
Running out of farm hands.
We can't afford to hire them. We just got to create them.
I would think hiring them is going to be cheaper than creating them.
Not if you make enough of them.
I mean, that's true. Eventually, it's like there's like a rate of return or something like that, right?
Right. Exactly.
Return on ROI for your children. Your return on investment. I guess now that I have one, I got to start thinking about that. Like, what am I going to put into him, and how much is he going to put into my nursing home bills later?
Right. Nursing homes are expensive.
I know. I think it's actually kind of like this big racket and scam. It's like you have no other choice, so they can charge a shit ton of money, or you can, you know, have family that doesn't send you to a nursing home and probably gets like arrested for neglect.
Yeah.
It is a very strange.
What do people do that don't have anyone? They just lose everything to the state or someone. Someone gets it all, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Because they can't afford to pay, and they ain't gonna want to take care of it.
Mary, you're still giving the most money, Mary. Coming back. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the whole healthcare industry is like this big racket that is really a
what
terrible,
I don't understand
thing.
is why is America the worst or one of the worst at it?
Yeah, that is a good question. How did we get so bad at something that we should theoretically be like the best at?
Yeah.
I don't know. Part of it's the whole insurance company thing and the fact that it's, you know, not a single payer system and all that crazy stuff driving up healthcare costs. But at the same time, I do wonder, like, when people go to like other countries and talk about how cheap the healthcare is, how much do their doctors get paid? Do we pay our healthcare workers a ridiculous amount more than other countries? And that's a question I actually don't know the answer to. And all the research I've done on it, it's all, you know, because especially in the industry, they make you write papers and stuff on this all the time, especially with, whoa, I'm on the curb, especially with, like, you know, the whole possibility of Donald Trump repealing Obamacare and blah, 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 all that crazy stuff. And everybody talks about how it's all, you know, the single payer system and why it's better and why it would save money, but they never really talk about the wages that you pay to healthcare workers. And I do wonder, is that a big part of it?
I've thought about getting a job just to cover healthcare costs. Healthcare is so expensive, man.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't even have, like, it's not even like... It's not like insurance does a lot for me because of how infrequently we use our insurance, so we still have to pay a shit ton when we go to the doctor.
Right, but the problem because you're paying up your deductible.
Right. And I don't think I've ever paid off my deductible for the year by the end of the year.
Yep. I mean, it's
But I have
It's
to
like
pay.
the scam-
I'm paying $1,600 a month in health insurance.
It's like the scam of auto insurance as well, to put it to, because a lot of people probably don't understand the complexities of healthcare system. But think about the auto insurance industry. I pay all this money a month to have auto insurance because I have to have auto insurance to be able to drive. I pay my monthly fee. If something happens, I pay a ridiculous deductible and they raise my rate.
Right.
Because now I'm at risk. So it's like, wait a minute here. I'm paying you because this is your business, and when I actually utilize you, you're like, well, hey, you're a risk now. We better
Right.
charge you more money.
The amount that they're going to charge you to recover using their service, basically, you could have just paid out of pocket for
Yes.
your
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, unless you killed somebody, and then
Right.
why do you have such a big problem with that? Because then you're paying their medical bills. Like, then the whole medical thing gets mixed into it again. Is medical care costs so much money that all of a sudden you have, millions of dollars you have to spend because people have to have 2 surgeries, and now you're covering their medical expenses. Plus lawsuits or whatever happens in there. But yeah, it's all a racket that we have now, a system that you can't get away from that racket. And I don't.
Crazy.
Yep. The life we live in. Now that we're just old farmers, though, we're just gonna go see. We'll go see Bill up in town. They'll give us some whiskey and put our.
Have you heard some of the
arm back in
bullshit
the
that like
socket.
John Deere does with their tractors, like the DRM and stuff on them?
No.
Yeah, like
Digital rights.
basically,
digital
like
copyright
you can't, back in the day, if your fucking tractor broke down, you just work on it. You know what I mean? But farmers can't just work on their tractors anymore, basically. Like, it's all locked down with computers and other bullshit to where you have to have John Deere work on it. Like, there was some lawsuit about basically farmers don't own their tractors. John Deere owns their tractors. They're just buying the right to use them.
Wow. So I was thinking that the farming industry was going to be one of those last, industries where people did just, like, they owned their equipment, they worked on their stuff, and that was all there was to it. But apparently not.
Nope.
DRM of a tractor.
Basically.
Interesting. Okay, I've only made it $20,000 so far.
Yeah, it's going to take a while, too, because, it took me basically 30 minutes to plant, like real life people minutes, to plant that one field. And it's, it's not even all growing yet.
I think we're like almost out of stuff in our silos.
Really? So then what do you do at that
We have
point?
very few wheats. We have some, is that corn? We have a decent amount of corn. Well, 1 truckload of corn, less than a truckload of barley, and a very little bit of wheat.
And then once that's all gone, you just got to wait for more crops to grow, basically?
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to go find out where the best place is for this corn.
See, that's when you do all the baby making.
While you're waiting for your stuff to grow?
Right.
I guess it makes sense. There's farm. Oh, Goldcrest Pacific Grain. We're going to go to a new place. Oh, no, at Maplefield Mill, but that's a train only one. Let's go to Goldcrest Pacific Grain. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get close to this baler. I guess we probably should just cultivate. God, oh my God, I hit the, whew. I went to go to the menu and I jumped out of my tractor while I was going down the street. Oh wait, we've been to Goldcrest Pacific already. Oh well, they still pay the most. Yeah, go on.
I don't know what I was gonna say. You said we should just cultivate, and then you didn't finish.
Oh, that cultivate that field that has the wheat.
Yeah, I feel like
Because I don't think we're gonna get up to. I'd rather have more crops like in rotation
right.
to grow. Oops. Wrong button. Because otherwise, I don't think we're gonna be able to afford that baler. And I would rather not plant wheat there, though. I plant something that's the most expensive something.
What is that? As the woman that manages all the finances.
So soybeans are right now going for quite high. We could also go for sunflowers, but I don't know if are those done the same way. Do you need a different type of? No, I guess that's a good. What's our cultivator?
Oh, that is a good question. That's
Does
a
it
real
only
good question because I'm planting
cultivate
soybeans right now, and I don't know if we could even pick them.
Oh shit. I don't know. How do we find that out?
That's a
I
real
guess
good...
we can go to our garage. How did I see our?
Because we just have that one thing. Can you like talk to it?
Talk to it, the axle. Here we go. Oh wait, I don't see anything about it though.
If you click on it, does it tell you what all it can
Filters.
pick?
I'm trying. I don't know. This must not be the thing. I don't want to go through.
Are there car washes for tractors?
I think so, actually.
Okay. Because our equipment's getting real dirty. I'd like to clean it off.
I don't see. I think we have to go back to the store in order to look at what it can do.
Okay, maybe you should run to town and see what
Hold on,
our
yeah, let me-
equipment is capable of doing.
Let me drop off this load. Tippet. Okay, selling all this corn. Okay, so we did that. Where's town from here? Way on the opposite side of the world. Oh, is there any? You can't just go into the shop from here.
People are going to say you can teleport, but we've decided that...
Yeah, we decided we're not teleporting.
We're going to drive around. I mean, why else do they give you a truck? I guess there's probably stuff you need to pick up in it, but... We're real farmers.
I do think there's a way that you can purchase stuff and have it waiting for you at the store, though, without being there. I just don't know what button to hit to get there.
Right. I mean, I do feel like you should be able to call them up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen people do that in other videos I've seen, but...
I watched Sevidus play this on a stream one day for like 2 hours.
Were you thrilled and entertained?
I was. I quite enjoy this game. We did an interview with him at an E03.
With Sev? I'd love to interview that guy.
Well, Sev actually did the interview with the Farming Simulator guys. He found some bug in the game on some stream, and they like hot fixed it.
How big of a bug was it?
It was a big deal, I think. From the way they talked about it, I don't remember what exactly the bug was. But there's a pocket edition or something like that. You know, there's a handheld version of this game. I think it's on the Vita or something. I almost bought it. And I don't have a Vita, but I almost bought a Vita and this so that I could play it like on the go.
Play some FS on the go. Okay, I dropped off the tractor. I'm gonna go get in the pickup truck, head into town.
I mean, I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if people are going, or I don't know how people at home are feeling about everything. They have watched me totally just plant a field for 2 episodes.
They watched me sell things at the store for 2 episodes. And oh my god, this truck is so hard to control.
You know, maybe that's why the camera settings were the way they were.
Well, no, because you don't control the steering, though, with the camera settings.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I mean, at least it's relatively fast, but it's the steering is like... Have you ever driven a vehicle that didn't have power steering?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's what it feels like I'm doing, and when you try to like let go to return back to center, it's almost like you have to manually crank the wheel back to center.
You know, maybe I shouldn't have given them so much back towards our loan. I basically paid $25,000 off on our loan.
Yeah, because we had 40,000 or 38,000 or something like that right when we logged into the admin panel, right?
Yeah.
And then you put some money into the loan, and we're not even back up to that point yet.
I guess
No, the question is, well, how did we get that much? I guess the crops I sold at the beginning were the crops that were worth the most, right?
Right.
Oh god, I'm off-roading. Oh my god, I just off-roaded it because I couldn't turn fast enough. I jumped a ravine.
I think that was soybean, wasn't it?
One of them was soybean, and then some sunflower I sold as well. Somehow I missed. Went too far. Oh, I turned the wrong way off of the road. I'm like, why did I get way over here? It's because I turned the wrong direction. And now I'm in this people's lawn. I'm doing a donut. Hold on. I want to find out if we're making a big mistake with those soybeans. And that could be it, that they're all magical crops, but you need all the different equipment to do anything with them.
Right.
Why can't I? Oops, I turned off that menu. There we go. Activate the shop menu. There we go. So I want to look at our garage. And this thing. So this thing does. Oh no, this thing will do. I don't know what that one is. Wheat, barley, something, and soybean.
Okay.
Those are attached to combine harvesters. So is there something else we have to do with the soybean then? Because I don't understand why. Why is it worth so much money?
It probably isn't always. Supply and demand, I imagine.
Could be. There we go. Which tractor's better, too? The Case or the New Holland? Doesn't really say. Oh, no, don't sell my vehicle. 125. Oh, so the red tractors are 145 horsepower.
What's the blue?
There's 125 horsepower.
Oh.
But it does look like... What is that other... I wish this thing would tell me what this flowery thing is. But yeah, we can definitely harvest the soybean. I gotta get back to... God, I turned so fast. Just crashing through the... Don't mind me, people. There we go. How's that feel coming along?
About halfway through it now.
And you're cultivating it?
No, I fixed your shitty cultivation, and now I'm planting soybean.
Let me go look at your... Oh my God, I turned too far. I'm now in the Maple Field Visitors, statue. I want you to drive this pickup, man. Because you think I'm crazy right now. I guarantee you're going to have the same problem.
I'm curious how our wheat's doing over there, honestly.
Oh, I just did a donut. I'm trying to go check out the wheat, actually. This pickup truck is not... Oh, I'm doing donuts in this guy's field. He's going to be so mad. I'll just say I'm the scorned lover.
It doesn't look like much is going on with that wheat, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't know how long it actually takes to grow.
That takes a little while.
Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like anything major is going on with it. It kind of looks like it did when we cultivated it earlier, doesn't it?
Like it hasn't grown since it started growing that one time, right?
And only a very small, because there's 4 different growth stages. Only a little chunk of it's at the second growth stage. Everything else is still at the first.
Shit, was there stuff growing here and you just ripped it up by chance?
No, because it definitely had a... I say no, but I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I looked at the colors and it was in the right...
Okay.
It was in the right color scheme. But maybe not. I might have just ripped it up. I have no idea now.
Well, I guess we're out of time yet again here.
Alright.
Everyone's having a good time, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time. Hopefully we'll have some fields to cultivate or to harvest.